What's good, YouTube? It's a Christ Leviathan Prophecy. And listen, man. Oh, God. Okay, so to be honest with you, man, I'm going to say I'm a little stool. To be honest with you, man, I don't give two fucks about the draft. Or I don't give two Fs about the draft. I don't want to come on here and start cussing and stuff. So, I don't I don't give two Fs about the drafts. To be honest with you. But I say this, okay? There's some YouTubers out there who's Giants fans that don't know what they're talking about, okay? Now, obviously, there's been a lot of rumors that the Giants are in love with Parsons, I've seen his highlights. He's okay. He's not one of those transcending types of linebackers. He's not like he's not gonna be like a Patrick Willis or a Ray Lewis or a Brian Urlacher, or Keith Brooking, or Sean Lee. Well, not Sean Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not gonna be one of those London Fletcher types of linebackers or those Antonio Pierce type linebackers. He's going to be one of those hybrid linebackers that can rush the pass, that can do everything, And then they have like two wide receivers from Alabama who's projected to fall. Waddle is probably going to fall due to his injury concern. And Parker's probably going to, I don't know where Parker's going to go. Maybe probably to Miami or probably to the Lions. I don't know. And you got that other receiver from LSU, Chase. So, in my opinion, the Giants should just draft an offensive lineman, okay? But to be honest with you, there's a Giants YouTuber called Fizz Vegas, right? Now, I've been watching his, videos for the past couple of days. You know what I'm saying? He don't know football at all. And it's sad, and I don't want to come off on this video as, I don't want to come on this video to be mean, but it has to be true. Like, I don't even watch football all too much. I used to when the Giants was great. But now the Giants have been so miserable. It's like, why even waste my time? I do have them finishing fourth. I don't have them making the playoffs. And I have them going 8-8 because I don't believe in Daniel Jones whatsoever. Dave Gettleman made a stupid mistake by drafting him that high, and he's going to cost him his job. Because when you pick a quarterback that high, he's supposed to hit week 1. He's supposed to kick off the floor week 1. It doesn't take 3 years for that quarterback to now just hitting his stride. You know what I'm saying? Like, look how long it took Eli Manning to hit his stride. Yeah, we all know he didn't have a good rookie year. He had a terrible rookie year. But he got better and better each and every year. Why? Because he had who backing him up? He had Kurt Warner, who was a pretty darn quarterback himself, Now, obviously, Daniel Jones have nobody like that. So I guess that's why he's struggling, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He had Eli Manning, but, obviously, I don't think he wants to absorb the, knowledge of Eli, or I don't think he wants to become Eli. I think he just wants to become himself, be himself. But, his rookie year, he did okay, not bad. His second year was awful. And now going into his third year, he has to swing, or it's find another quarterback, or we're going to be just like the Washington team, going through quarterbacks like tissue paper. like toilet paper, you know? And we don't want that. We do not want that. We all thought RG3 is going to be the answer. He didn't pan out. We thought Jason Campbell was going to be the answer. He didn't pan out. John Beck, he didn't pan out. Donovan McNabb, later, even late in his career, wasn't even that good, remotely good. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins, he had promising, but he just choked in the big games. So, I mean, Heineken, he was not bad, but we haven't seen enough of him. And then obviously Fitzmagic, we all know what he can be. Great in the regular season, but he just makes dumb-headed bone decisions in the playoffs. So who does Daniel Jones? Who does the New York Giants have backing up Daniel Jones? Mike Glennon, the quarterback, the former quarterback from Tampa. He's not bad. He just has a big arm. He's not really that bad. So if Daniel Jones get hurt, which I don't think he will, but his playing style will cost him a lot of games, you know, because he likes to run a lot, you know. So he's gonna suffer a lot of injuries, you know. The reason why Eli Manning never suffered a lot of injuries is because he was never a runner, you know. You would rather throw in the pocket than just run, you know. Eli Manning ran when he wanted to, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't the finesse runner, but that's why you pay the running backs the big bucks. You know, that's why you have Saquon Barkley back there, you know, to take the pressure off of Daniel Jones, you know. Like the only way I would advise Daniel Jones to run if there's nobody within 10 feet of him. But if he has a linebacker or a defensive end right there in his face and he tries to outrun him, like, are you crazy? Defensive ends run 10 times faster than a running back. I mean, a quarterback. Linebackers run faster than a quarterback. So a wrong hit, the way I saw Dak Prescott buckle his legs, it's like it was nasty, you know. So I don't want that for Daniel Jones, but he has to be careful when he's running. You know what I'm saying? But you know, drafting a linebacker, we haven't done that since we drafted Carl Banks. Or if you want to go even further, Lawrence Taylor, you know. After that, we have never drafted linebackers. We either had linebackers via trade or free agency, you know. When Antonio Pierce went from the Redskins to the Giants, that was our longest linebacking tender right there. After he retired in 2009 with the neck injury, we went through so many different quarterbacks until we found Michael Boley, who was pretty darn good. And then after that, it was, you know, Jonathan Goff, and then it was John Beeson via trade in 2013. And then it was, you know, Jaquan Williams, and then it was Greg Jones, and it was just a whole bunch of different linebackers that didn't pan out, you know. So maybe it's a new leaf, you know, but I still think that organization will never draft a linebacker because I think it's probably going to be a disrespect to Lawrence Taylor, you know, because Lawrence Taylor meant so much for the Giants, you know. Like, I just feel like if they draft, I feel like if they draft a linebacker in the first round, it's a slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? Now, can they choose a linebacker in the 4th round? Sure. 6th round? Sure. They don't have a 7th rounder. They have 2 picks in the 6th round, so they can probably take a linebacker there or probably go offensive lineman or whatever. But they are going to pick an offensive lineman in the 1st round. There's no doubt about it because as great as a wide receiver is not going to help you win games. They're just going to stat pad to make their damn stats look good, you know? Like when we had Odell, did we go to the playoffs? No. We finished 7-9. And he went on to win Rookie of the Year, and then he had the Player of the Year, so he benefited himself. He benefited himself to make himself look better while the team looked crappier, you know? When we had Odell, we never had a winning record. Although that won in 2016, but it was because of the defense. But a lot of people might say, oh, it's because of Odell. Odell is the only reason why we won one of those games. Yeah, because he was mostly box office. You know, like, why do you think that we had so many primetime games when we had him? Now, when he went to the Cleveland Browns, we only had two. One Thursday and then one Monday, and that's it. But when we had him, it was almost every single day. You know, we would go through like 3 primetime games each and every night. You know what I'm saying? Except for Thursdays. But we would have back-to-back Sunday night games. We would have like two Monday night games just to see what Odell was going to do. Now he went to Cleveland. Cleveland has the same Cleveland have the same medicine. You see Cleveland Browns almost every single Sunday, every single Monday. Tickets, players sell, you know? If you have a great player, it sells. Now, obviously, they're not going to do the same thing for Saquon Barkley because Saquon Barkley is just a running back, you know? But a wide receiver is not going to go out there and help you win games. Like Parker, if the Giants draft Parker, Parker can have a great rookie year, right? A great season. Win rookie of the year. Probably win play of the year. Same thing with Odell. But the team missed the playoffs. The team went, I'll probably say 8-9. You know what I'm saying? Now that we have the 17 games, intact, you know, like the Giants can go 8-9 and miss the playoffs. Or they could go 8-9 and make it as a wild card and get bounced out in the first round. So I think the offensive lineman is key to any team because you have to start up front. If you can't protect the quarterback, what's the point? I don't care what weapons you have. Okay? I don't care if you have, well, I'm not gonna say care, but don't care, but I don't like. It doesn't matter who you have in the backfield. You can have Walter Payton, God rest his soul. You can have Barry Sanders. You can have wide receivers like, you know, freaking Randy Moss, Plexico Burress, you know, Antonio Brown in his prime. If you cannot protect the quarterback, it doesn't matter. Look at the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys invested on the offensive lineman. You saw DeMarco Murray almost broke Emmitt Smith's record, you know? I mean, Dickerson's record. After that, it was Zeke, you know? After that, obviously, you know, DeMarco Murray went to the Titans, and then they drafted Zeke, I believe. And then he still went back wild on that offensive line. Why? Because they invested, something that the Giants do not do. The Giants is always looking for the next flashy, flamboyant wide receiver, and then it gets them nowhere at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's why teams like the Washington team is better than them, even though, okay, yes, the Giants did sweep the Washington team, but you know what? Who made the playoffs? Who made the playoffs? Okay, then. So would you rather a team sweep you every single year, or would you rather a team make it to the playoffs? Because that's the goal of every single team, to make the playoffs. You know? Like what's so great about sweeping other team? Tell me about it. What is so great about sweeping your division rivals twice and you making the playoffs? And you missing the playoffs, I should say. So all these games that Giants fans say, oh, we play them close. Oh, we play the Buccaneers close. Yeah, y'all play them close, but y'all didn't win. And that's the goal of any sport, is to win. There's no, oh, we came close. No, it's either you win or you lose. There's no in between, you know? I mean, Giants fans make me sick, dog. Like, for real. Have some common sense, okay? They have their games. Y'all have y'all games. And y'all didn't live up to those expectations. Y'all lost half of those games. Now, if y'all would have won probably like 4 straight, 5 straight, 6 straight, and be like 7-6, and you only had to win like 3 more games, then this wouldn't be a good discussion. But since you lost to the Steelers week 1, which I already knew, I already said last year. I didn't make a video, but I did predict I just did my week 1 NFL predictions like I always do. I don't necessarily do the whole week. I don't necessarily do the whole week. I just do week 1, and see who's gonna win. And I'll always pick against the Giants because the Giants never do well in the home opener. The only game I was wrong was with the Dallas Cowboys when Pat Shurmur and Ben McAdoo was head coach. The Giants actually beat those two, beat the Cowboys. But other than that, they lost to the Jaguars. They lost to the. They just. I'm not even gonna get into that, but yeah, man. I just think that the Giants are gonna draft an offensive lineman because the offensive lineman is really bad. Like it's really bad, and the Giants continue to avoid the offensive lineman. This is why the offensive lineman sucks. This is why you see every Sunday when you go out there, Daniel Jones is running for his life because he has no protection. Okay? But you know what? Whatever the Giants do, I don't necessarily care. Take a quarterback. Take a wide receiver. It's not going to do you no good if the offensive lineman isn't right. It's the same thing about the defense. If you have a great front four, right? Like you could get after any quarterback, but your secondary is trash because they give up so many yards because your corners cannot guard. It's the same thing with your offense. If your offensive lineman can't block, guess what? Defensive coordinators is going to seek you out. Every team is going to have tape on you, and your quarterback is going to be the most dysfunctional quarterback in all of football. Because after the games, other teams that's preparing for you do watch tape. They see your weakness, they see your weakness, they see your weakness. They don't look at your strengths. They don't see what you're good at. They look at your weakness. Okay? So I just think that sometimes these YouTubers gotta be more careful about their words. They just throw any random shit out there and expect the public to suck on. Like I've been a Giants fan since 2004. And this was when Eli Manning came, around. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that the Giants have to be better. They invested it on the offensive line. Don't kid yourself. But they only took 2 offensive linemen. And then after that, they just quit. Some say, well, the Giants should have drafted Mike Evans instead of Odell, who's on that team still. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike Evans is still on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, still. Where's Odell Beckham Jr. in the Cleveland Browns? So, you know that, you know which team won that draft class, right? Just saying. Just saying. But you know what? The last 6 drafts, maybe the Giants should have invested in the offensive linemen. Who knows? Year after year after year, just pick offensive linemen. Just like the Cowboys did. Yeah, bash the Cowboys, but at least the Cowboys have chemistry. Not even chemistry. At least the Cowboys have a decent offensive lineman. Yeah, some of them are retired, but still, they're still great. They're not trash like the damn Giants are right now. So I just think that the Giants need to start investing in the offensive lineman heavy, knowing that they only got 6 picks in total. Can't really do nothing with those. There's teams that come in the draft with 13, 10, 7, 9, 11 draft picks. The Giants have round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5, round 6. And then round 6 again. So they got 2 picks in the 6th round. So what can you possibly do with that? Tell me. Because the first 3 picks have to hit. Your first, your second, your third have to hit the ground running. Other than that, you could just, plug in anybody. You could just take anybody after the 3rd pick. After the 3rd pick, when it's the 4th pick, 5th pick, 6th pick, you could just take anybody. But your first 3 picks have to hit the ground running. Have to. If not, then again, there is the supplemental draft, which is like the free agency of draft, where players are not drafted, they get to be in the supplemental draft. You know what I'm saying? Those are players that wasn't picked or their names wasn't called, and then you can sign them afterwards. So you still got that, Like Victor Cruz, he wasn't drafted. I'm pretty sure we picked him up in the supplemental draft. I'm not sure, but I'm just, paraphrasing. But anyways, the Giants just need to get the act together. If the Giants want to have the best offensive linemen like they had in years past when they won those 2 Super Bowls, they have to invest in offensive linemen. Because getting a wide receiver is not going to help Daniel Jones. Trust me, it didn't help Eli Manning with Odell Beckham Jr. As y'all can see, they didn't make their playoffs when Odell won Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying? So, pick your poison. It's either you want to have a great offensive lineman that can control your running game and your passing game, or you want to get a flashy receiver that's only going to stat pad himself and make himself look pretty and not even help the team win. Sure, he could go out there and catch 9 balls for 117 yards and 3 touchdowns, and then y'all still lose by 3. Why? Because that's just how the game plays. That's just how the game works. Like you can have a monster game and still win. Barkley could go out there 10 rushes for 255 yards and 3 touchdowns, and they'll still lose. You know what I'm saying? But if you have the right resources, then everything is going to come to play. But, like I said, we'll see Sunday. I said Sunday. We'll see Thursday, though. I will do my prediction week 1. I just have to find out, who we face. I just have to find out who every team face. Not even the Giants, just the whole entire week 1. I just got to find out who versus who, And once I find out, then I'm going to do my prediction around August. I think around August, we'll I don't know, around June or July or August, we'll find out who faces who. But for right now, we're just focused on the draft, which is 5 or 4 games, 5 days away. 5 or 4 days away from now. So, like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.